Right, hello once again YouTube, Andy with you with another video. So this was taken on the 14th of November 2022. I've got a full day off of work, so I really want to make the most of my full day off. I don't get that many. So I thought I'd take my cameras, the weather was kind of fair, and what better thing to do than to get out there and to make some videos. What I'm looking at here, I've just picked up a package from the post office, and it looks like it could be my new battery for my new drone. Yeah, it is. Now I've got two batteries. That means another 40 minutes flying time. Right, okay, so the location is the Kingsdown pub in Swindon, just on the outskirts of the town. The time is about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I've managed to blag my brother into riding his bike up the Kingsdown Road with me chasing him with my drone, hopefully with the active track working. I made a right old horlicks of this one because for some reason, I think it was probably my fault, the active track just did not work.
This could very well be the stupidest person on the face of the earth.
It's a bit hit or miss, to be fair. It's more hit than miss. So he's pedaling up the road there, and he's too far for me to shout, to him, come back and then start again. So I just had to take over the controls manually and just do my best. Okay, so active track following a push bike works quite well, but what's it like following a car? Now it should be able to follow my car no problem whatsoever because it followed a bike quite well, and a bike's a lot smaller than a car. Anyway, this is real-time footage. I've not dibbled and dabbled or dibbled with the speed settings like I sometimes do, and we're just driving down this lovely little lane here at Stanton Country Park on the northeast side of Swindon. Lovely trees on the right hand side. We're into late autumn now, dare I say it, early winter, but you would not have thought it because the wind conditions were very, very light, and it was quite a mild day for the time of year. Anyway, so it handled that really, really well coming down there. We've got a bit of a bend coming up here. Is it going to go straight on into the trees? Or is it going to cut the corner and follow the car? Well, there's your answer. He's cutting the corner and he's following the car. Very impressed with this little machine, by the way. This is the Hubsan Zino Pro mini drone, which comes in at 249 grams. And to me at the moment, it's worth every penny. I was about to give up on this thing a week or two ago. How many times did we give up on something and then think, oh, what a load of rubbish that was? I'm so glad that I didn't, because it's turned out to be a fantastic little drone. Okay, right, so I'm trying to get the drone to follow me from the side, sort of walking along with me parallel. What I wanted to do was to try and run down there with the drone kind of taking a sideways shot of me going down, but some reason it just didn't seem to want to do that. Again, it's probably something in the settings which I'm not familiar with as of yet. But it's great if it's following you from behind or in front, it's fine doing that, but from the side, can't seem to make it happen. So I tried and I tried and I tried, and yeah, I had to be careful here because there were some trees, low-lying branches hanging around, and on a couple of occasions it had a very slight coming together, and I was quite lucky. I couldn't get it to film me going sideways. I'm not too familiar with all the settings at the moment because your flying time is quite limited. I've not managed to really get right into the settings of the drone, so there is probably a function where I can get it to fly sideways, which would have been great down here, but I just couldn't get it to go. I can get it flying behind me, but the problem is it needs about 4 meters in height. And those trees there, about maybe 3.5 meters, 3 meters off the ground, and it just wouldn't do. It would lose me, or it would crash into a tree, and I obviously don't want that. And these things, when they go into a tree, they just tend to just grab hold of a branch, and it just stays there. Then you got to go and retrieve it. So I'm not going to risk that. I think I'll try and find somewhere where it's a bit more open, and we can then perhaps try again. Right, okay, so we've cut away from the video and we've come here in my messy man cave. Yeah, it's basically where everyone comes and just dumps their stuff when I trip over it. I normally have a camera on the peak of my cap, but this time I thought I'd wear it on my lapel, and that's where the scratchy noise was coming from.
Oh, that scratching is making me itch.
It wasn't nice to listen to, so I decided to dump that and do this. And also I'm talking into a sock. Okay, lots of professional people on the internet have like a real kind of studio, great studio going on, you know, and all the latest tech, you know, and I'm talking into a sock. But there we go. This is where I do all my voiceovers, by the way. Anyway, so I won't bother doing that anymore, and I'll probably just carry on with the hat job thing. Anyway, so I was going to talk about Andy's rant. So I was going to go into a bit of a diatribe of a rant, because I'd like to every now and again, because there's certain things where, you know, they're so obvious, like an elephant in a corner of a room doing a huge great dump. You just can't miss it. And that's kind of like the midterm elections and Donald Trump perhaps coming back. Anyway, the midterm elections, yeah, that was a bit strange, wasn't it? I was expecting, probably like you or most people who've been following this kind of thing, I was expecting the Democrats to get a right good kicking in the polls. Didn't happen, did it? I think the last time I checked this morning there was 48 It was 48-48, and there was about 5 or 6 outstanding. And I think most of those are probably going to go to the Democrats.
54 states.
Please let me sleep.
Some people are saying this has been fixed, by the way. It's been rigged.
The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you.
Some people are coming to the assumption that it has been, there's been some tampering going on, let's say.
They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets, and they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls.
It's obvious that people must like the way the Democrats have been running the nation, which kind of goes against what a lot of people have been telling me in America, where it's dire and we need a change. It's like, you know, everyone's been telling me that, but they've done the exact opposite, which has caused people to think, you know, what's been going on here? There's been some fiddling going on with the numbers or something.
I don't believe it.
Anyway, I haven't got a dog in the fight, so, you know, it doesn't really bother me, but I'm just putting it out there. Regarding Donald Trump, okay, another very divisive subject.
We will make America powerful again.
I don't know what you think of Donald Trump. I know some of you, he's like Marmite, isn't he? You either love it or you hate it. It's as simple as that. Me, myself, I thought under Trump, I thought he did okay. All right. I thought, let's just look at how America was back then. You had a president who didn't start a war, the first one for about 60 years. The economy was doing really, really good. Rocket Man in North Korea went quiet. Vladimir Putin went quiet. Inflation was going the right way. Homelessness was being dealt with. Immigration was being dealt with. And for some reason, everyone, well, everyone, but most people voted against that because obviously they wanted what they've got now.
I mean, billions of, I think it's $2.3 billion
He's mad, isn't he?
worth of, $500 billion in savings.
If things are going bad, then, well, obviously you're going to vote them out. But it seems like things were going good under Trump because let's just face it, the world was a safer place under Trump because now we're facing
start of World War III, isn't it?
Possible nuclear annihilation. But under Trump things were good. Okay, so America said, don't like that, we want someone different.
To 54 states.
They get the man they want and everything's gone like, but you got your man you want, apparently, unless there was some dodgy dealings going on there at the polls with the numbers.
Me and Trigger, I got some business to discuss, like that, I mean.
I don't care about the colour of a person's skin. I don't care about their religion. All I want to know is, can the person do the job?
Out of $1.6 trillion worth, $1.4 trillion worth, out of $1.4 billion.
See, bumbles and fumbles his words. What's it he said the other day? There was 54 states in America.
And by the way, if they do, that means, not a joke, everybody, that's why we were defeated in 2018 when they tried to do it. We went to 54 states.
Houston, we have a problem.
Unless he means that the other states are going to be, I don't know, Georgia or Ukraine or some of the eastern countries in the European Union or something. Perhaps he's thinking like ahead, maybe 5 or 10 years or something. But hey ho, who knows? Anyway, this is Andy's rant. I want to have my rant now. I feel a lot better for that. And now I'm end of video. End of video. So there we go, people. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Anyway, if you like this kind of thing, then please like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.